Good morning and welcome back to another episode on the athomedive YouTube channel. As always, my name is Joey and today we're in the kitchen making something special, blueberry scones. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. Alright, so on the counter today we have a pretty simple list of ingredients. We're going to start with 6 ounces of half and half, 1 egg, the zest of 1 lemon, 2 cups of AP flour, 5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 8 ounces of blueberries. I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter here, a little bit of brown sugar just to dust the top with, a little bit of additional flour to help us whenever we go to roll it out, and I have 1/4 cup of butter staying cold in the refrigerator. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do to get going here is we're going to beat our egg just a little bit with our fork. And then we're going to add it into our half and half. Now we're just going to set this aside for later. Now we're going to take our flour and we're going to add in our baking powder and our sugar, and we're going to give it a good stir. Now that we have our flour mixture incorporated, we're going to take our cold butter from the refrigerator and fold it in, a lot like when you make biscuits. We just want to get the butter well incorporated and get that nice mealy texture. Now that we have the butter incorporated, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add in the blueberries and the lemon zest, and we're going to give it a stir, just to get everything nice and coated in the flour mixture. Now that everything's nice and coated, we're just going to make a small well in the middle, and we're going to slowly pour in the milk and egg mixture. And then we're going to mix everything together. Now that everything's well incorporated, that means that the dough is ready to go. It's time to roll it out onto the counter. So we're going to lightly flour the surface just to help us to keep it from sticking. And then we're going to roll the dough out of the bowl onto the counter. Once this is out, what we're going to do is we're just going to lightly pat the top with flour and then press it out. The dough's really soft right now. So now that we have it patted out into a 1-inch thick rectangle on the counter here, it's time to go ahead and cut it. And we're looking for about 12 even rectangles here. So what we're going to do, we're going to start by cutting it in half lengthwise, and then we're going to cut it in thirds this way. And that's going to give us 6 smaller rectangles here, okay? Once we've achieved that, we're going to turn and we're going to cut each of these into triangles. Now that these are completely cut into triangles, what we're going to do is we're just going to take and place them onto a greased baking tray. If you notice, I'm trying to get rid of the excess. So now that the scones are ready to go in, we're going to quickly brush them with butter. We're going to be very generous when we do this because everybody likes butter. And this is going to help the sugar stick to the scones. Now that they've been butter brushed, we're going to take and we're just going to very generously sprinkle these with the coarse brown sugar that we had set aside. You can do this with white sugar as well. You just won't quite get the full crunch that we're looking for here, which is why we're using the coarse sugar. And now it's time to go into the oven. The oven's set at 375 degrees, and we're going to go back and check on these in 25 minutes. Alright friends, so it has been 25 minutes. And now we are pulling out the blueberry scones, and as you can see, they're starting to take a little bit of color. The blueberries are all gooey and going everywhere. The tops are nice and firm and they got that sugar crunch. We are ready to eat. Alright friends, well that wraps us up on the how to make blueberry scones video. Comment below and let me know how yours turns out. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a good day.